Good, Coach. Got the win. Kind of a bend, don't break throughout the game.
Sure.
What's sort of the key to, absorb their run to sort of just stay ahead of them?
Yeah, we felt like there were like 3, maybe 4 different times where we had to respond to really big runs. We did a nice job to start the game, and then in the second half there were a couple times where to start the second half, and then later on when they started to amp up the pressure with the press. And I just felt like exactly what you said. We bent, but we didn't break. We have to go through those experiences in order to get the experience, and we've had these close games. We've had teams that press. We've had teams that do all the different things that can happen in a game, and I just feel like this team just continues to grow, and Ella does such a good job of keeping us calm out there and getting us organized, and I think the entire group just really responded really well.
Ella, I think especially in the second, they were making a run, but you came up with a couple threes. Just what was that in your head, just that you found your stroke that quarter?
I think my teammates did a good job of drawing defense in, so I had open shots, and then also just knowing that my coaches, my teammates trusted me, so having the confidence in that is huge.
Coach, just what from spreading around the offense, 4 and double figures, what was sort of they all stepped up when they needed to. What was the key to making that just everyone score at the right moment, I guess?
Yeah, I think it's about us really growing as a group and recognizing what is a good shot, whether, we don't mind taking shots early in the shot clock if they're great shots. So I think that we're really continuously growing in that area, and we started to move the ball to the second side, third side, when they would take away the first part of the action. And when you do that, you tend to get better looks and higher percentage shots. So I felt like we did that really well. We got the ball inside a lot. That's what we were trying to focus on, whether it was off the bounce or feeding it to our post. So I think it was a combination of us just making the right read and continuing to move the ball if it wasn't there.
Ella, going off of that, one of you scoring, JC scoring, then you scoring, then Courtney sort of asserting himself, and then JC coming back, and Ela kind of being consistent throughout. What's kind of the culture of the team that you think showed up in that kind of rhythm, I guess?
Yeah, we say a lot FEO, so for each other. I think we all kind of buy into it's a team sport, so it's we over me, and if someone else has a better, more open shot, we're all more than willing to make the pass and make sure it's a great shot, so just a good one.
Coach, just generally, kind of, it's just what were you so effective on the glass and sort of just out-rebounding that severely?
Yeah, we have that as a focus for us most games, but it was especially important this game. Emma Nope is such a good rebounder and gets so many extra possessions for them, so it was obviously huge to try to keep her off, but we felt like we needed to do it as a collective whole, just making sure that they didn't get second looks, and these guys really lock in recognizing that the defensive possession isn't over until we get the rebound, and so we just talk about getting those different stops in a row, and we did a nice job of that.
Only had, I think the team said 13 fouls. What's sort of the key the team plays with to sort of defend without a foul?
Yeah, these past couple weeks we've been talking a lot about one-on-one pride, so just staying in front of your person and moving your feet, and then also trusting that if you do get beat, you have help side, and then your help side has help side. So I think trusting each other and talking a lot on our defense has been very helpful.
Last one, Coach. You had 12 assists, but JC had 3, Courtney had 3, Ella had 2, Ella had 2. Was that kind of the in and out game or inside outside game you kind of were hoping to see this season? Yeah,
that's a hallmark of our team. We try to get those inside out looks as much as we can. We want to obviously score inside and at the highest percentage shot that we can, and when teams really start to double or really get send a couple players at JC and Courtney, then our guards are going to get open looks. So I just think it's like what Ella said, it's just the unselfish play of our team, recognizing that I can give it to my teammate and get a better look and a higher percentage shot. So I'm just super proud of that. I think that culture speaks volumes. People talk about it a lot, but these guys just really buy into it, and it shows up on the court too, not just in the locker room.
Thanks, guys.
Thanks.
Go Eags!